Hello everybody, and this is another Crochet with Cris tutorial. This is the second video in a series of videos showing you how to make this half double crochet head hugger. This pattern is found at headhuggers.org, which I'm linking down in the doobly-doo. I do have permission to do a video tutorial for this pattern, so no worries on that department. So the previous video started with getting you started and through row 3. This video is going to get you started with row 4 and a few others. So I don't want to take up too much time talking, I just want to get straight to the pattern. So let's go ahead and do just that. If you haven't watched the first video, then I highly suggest you do so, because it's going to help you get this pattern. And we are crocheting in the round. So like the other round or rows, this pattern starts with a chain 2, which counts as a half double crochet. And now, like the others, if you tug, that first real half double crochet needs to go into the same stitch that the chain 2 is attached to. And so if you pull, it's going to be a little bit bigger. So that gets us the first 2 in this row. So the row repeat sequence is actually 2 half double crochets in the same stitch, followed by a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So it's 2, 3, 4. And then 5 and 6 will be together, and 7 and 8 will be by themselves. 9 and 10 are together, then 11 and 12 are by themselves. And we're going to repeat that sequence of 4 stitches all the way around until you get a total of 40 stitches. So let's go ahead and do that. Obviously I already have my first 2, so I need to finish the sequence out with doing 2 or a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. That gets me 4. So 5 and 6 go together, and 7 and 8 go by themselves. Nine and 10 will go together, and 11 and 12 are in stitches by themselves. 13 and 14 go together. 15 and 16 get their own stitches. 15, 16. So we keep repeating, so that means 17, 18 go in stitches together. 17, 18, and then 19 and 20 are by themselves. These 21 and 22 are together. 23 is by itself, and 24 is by itself. 25 and 26 are together. 27 and 28 are by themselves. And I want to stop at 28 here to apologize for the background noises. When you have a whole family running around here, it is very hard to get quiet. So let's keep going. So that means 29 and 30 are together. 31 is by itself. And 32 is by itself. Now 33 and 34 are together. 34, 35, and 36 are by themselves. And we are definitely where we need to be. So 37 and 38 are together. 39 is by itself. And 40, if again you look, there's that little stitch hugging right up next to that chain 2. Which is exactly where you want your last half double crochet to go. Put my thumb in there and look for that second chain up to do my slip stitch to join. And that finishes off row 4. So now we're ready to move into row 5. Again, we're continuing that increase. The hat is slowly getting bigger to fit over the crown of the head, but we don't do that 2 half double crochets like we did in the previous. For this row, to get 50, we need a repeat of 5 stitches. So we're going to have, the pattern sequence is going to be 2 in the same stitch, followed by 3 in individual stitches for a total of 5 stitches. We do that 10 times around. That's 50 total stitches. So just like before, we're chaining our 2, which does count as a half double crochet. We're going to tug it just to get that little hole open. See that opening up between my thumbnails? That's where that first half double crochet goes. This gives us, popped out. This gives us a count of 2 half double crochets. The sequence for this row is 2, then 3 single ones in their own stitches. So that's 2, 3 is by itself, 4 is by itself, and 5 is by itself. Now the next stitch gets 2, so 6 and 7 are together in the same stitch. 8, 9, and 10 are in stitches by themselves. So there's 8, here's 9. Alright, so that leaves us as 10 stitches, so that means 11 and 12 are together. And 13, 14, and 15 are separate. 13, 14, and 15. So we've got that set. Now 16 and 17 go into the same stitch. 16, 17. That means 18, 19, and 20 are in stitches by themselves. 19, there's 20. 21 and 22 go together because we're keeping that pattern sequence going, followed by 3 on their own. I just lost my count. That's okay, we can just keep going. We're just going to follow that sequence. So that happens a lot. If you want to count specifically, you're going to have to just either keep marking it down, talk out loud, talk in your head, or just try to keep your concentration. So I know my sequence pattern, I need 2 in the next stitch, followed by 3 half double crochets by themselves. I wish I could count with you. I've totally lost my count. We're almost there though. So now we're going to repeat again. Put 2 half double crochets in the next stitch, followed by a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Now we're going to take that and do it again. So 2 half double crochets in the same stitch, followed by 3 individuals. Now we're going to do 2 more in the same stitch. We're getting there. We're so close. Then a 3 half double crochets by themselves. Oh yeah, we are so on target. We didn't even need to count. So we're going to put 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. This is our last sequence. So it has to be 46 and 47. Here's 48, last 3, 49, and then as desired, that last stitch is right there hugging up next to that chain 2, which would be our 50th stitch. And now we need a slip stitch to join, so I'm going to stick my thumbnail in there, count up my 2, slide my hook in there, slip stitch to join. You see the seam is there, but it's relatively straight. So I'm going to go ahead and say round 4 and 5 are going to be this video. I'm going to start the next video with round 6 and 7, and then maybe row 8, and then move into finishing the hat. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate that, and hopefully you guys are having a good time creating this head hugger. Thanks for joining me.